Hello guys, let's talk today about the Hikvision NVR firmware update. As you can see, I have my Hikvision NVR here, connected to a mouse, and I have all the connections, the one to the camera, the one to the monitor, to the router, and to the power, right? So everything is connected. And then I also have here a computer with the screen in front of me, so I can access my NVR via web browser as well. So there are different ways to access the NVR for update, right? So let me just go to my computer here so I can launch a web browser, and then we can check here the firmware that we need. Okay, so I need to go to the Hikvision webpage to look for the firmware. But first, let me just come here to my NVR. So I have it here already in this page for settings. So you go to your NVR here on settings, you go to system settings, and you can see the model, right? I have the model just right here. Then I can copy and paste this information to the Hikvision web page to download my firmware. So let me just select here and copy. I come here to the Hikvision web page. So for me, it's us.hikvision.com because I'm here in the USA. You can look for the one in your country, right? You just go to hikvision.com and then it redirects to the page that you want. So basically, when you come to the page, you need to look for this menu, support and resources, and here download firmware video recorders. Then you have the information that the firmware upgrade must be done in ascending order. You cannot skip version, which means you can do your upgrade one by one, not skipping version, so you can't damage your NVR that way, right? If you do the correct way. So here I'm gonna just paste the information for my model and look for it, okay? Sometimes this search doesn't work depending on the day. The website sometimes have some glitches and you need to try. If it doesn't work, you just need to look here and find yours, right? So right here, I have mine, and just right here. The search returns more than one. I don't know why. Probably because it has some space here. If I just delete the space here and search it again, it shows just mine, okay? So it's pretty good. Mine has 4 ports. So here I can select the firmware that I want to download. Here's the latest firmware. As you can see here, there's the version and the date. This one is version 3.4.96. And here's the date is backwards, so it's 7/11/18. So this one is for 2018. And as you can see, for some reason, mine has a new version. As you can see here again, if you take a look here at the date for mine is 26/12/18. And the version is 3.4.103. So it's newer, okay? And this is because I purchased this NVR for a vendor, and the vendor has access to a new firmware that's not available here. That's the latest firmware available on the Hikvision website, right? So in this case, I just need to click here to download, agree here with the terms, and come to the folder, and here we go. I have the firmware downloaded already, right? In my case, as I have an old firmware here, I'm not gonna use it, right? But if you do, if you wanna use it to upgrade, you just need to come here to configuration, and then maintenance, and upgrade, browse, and then you can select here the download and the firmware, okay? Then you click open. As you can see, the firmware is here, just waiting for you to click upgrade, right? And then you click upgrade, wait for the NVR to upgrade the firmware, and it restarts, and you're ready to go. I'm not gonna do that because I have the new firmware, right? And just in case we don't have a web interface, you wanna upgrade the firmware directly here in the NVR, you need a pen drive, right? So I have a pen drive here. Let me just stick it into the computer. So here we go, it pops up here. And then I need to come here to my download and copy this firmware to my drive, okay? So I'll come here and I direct to the USB drive, and it copies there. Now I have the USB drive with the firmware. I would just eject here Here we go. Then I remove it from my computer. And I come here to my NVR and I can insert here into my NVR. So I have an extra port here for USB. Let me just check. Where is it? So here it's under this cable here for the network. Let me just insert it here. And here we go. Then I can go to the NVR interface. So here I have it, my NVR interface. I have a camera there. And just with the right click here, I come to menu, draw here my pattern, go to maintenance, and here I have the information about the NVR. And here the options for upgrade, right? And it reads the information for the USB drive. Here we go. It finds the firmware there, and then I just need to click upgrade, okay? And that's the way you can upgrade your firmware in your Hikvision NVR, all right? So if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, leave your thumbs up and your comments, and I see you in the next one.